A super hot tip.
Quite an aggressive angle, that.
Ah, my eye!
So that's already better than the Golf. Welcome back to the channel, Car Chat TV. I'm Adam, and behind me we've got a really nice blue, brand new ID3. So we're going to see all the changes.
Already it does look better than the older generation. This facelift looks good. In today's episode, we're going to give you an honest opinion about what it's like to drive on the UK road, talk about some of the changes, and I actually have a super hot tip as well for the winter. So stay with me on that.
Right, so inside of the ID3, you are greeted with not loads of stuff. Two main screens, so let's talk about those. You've got a big old screen here, which is quite nice. It's got all the latest
software. So this is a change. So there was loads of complaints in the first ID3. The software was laggy, it wasn't good enough. Now, I believe in 2024, where we are, this has been gone from a 10-inch to a 12-inch now, and we just literally used this software on another car recently, the Golf, and it works really well. It's not as laggy.
You've also still got this digital dash, which looks slightly better, but it still looks a bit stuck on.
It's still the same, isn't it?
So a couple of buttons down there as well.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit, I don't know why it's there and not like over here. They haven't brought the buttons back, so this was, you got this squeaky one touch like molded
I'm gonna zoom
plastic
in
here
and have a little experiment. See, they don't move, but they don't really give you any feedback either.
No,
so,
they don't. I mean,
oh, these do. These do.
Oh
but
God, can you hear that? Yeah, but that's really clunky, isn't it? The thing is, they haven't bothered doing that, but other brand new VWs, like the new Tiguan, the new Passat, the new GTI that we just went in the Club Sport, all have physical buttons. So it's a bit weird that they haven't done it in this, but I think
confusing.
Maybe it will come, But what they have done, the biggest problem, apart from the infotainment, which is now better and runs a better software, is the soft touch materials. Everyone thought it looked cheap inside. So let's have a finger around here. Feel that?
Excuse me.
You heard me.
It's not
Finger
that
that
sort of video.
That's good.
Right, this is actually really nice. It's very soft. This material is very nice.
So over here, this is what they've done, a big change. They've got bigger door cards in here. The armrests are bigger as well. So it just adds a little bit more to the tactile playfulness of like it being a bit softer. So we're in the Pro S at the moment. This is the Pro S. Look, you've got a little bit of ID badging here.
So this is quite nice. I feel like these seats look nice and premium. They sort of hug you a little bit down here. The material is very cool. I'm not 100% on these armrests. It just looks a bit weird.
Do you think it's a bit oldie? A bit oldie?
Yeah.
A bit oldie-woldy?
I feel like they sort of have half bothered with a centre console, because this is quite small, isn't it? And it's not high, it's very low.
Yeah.
That is a charger, that is a charger.
Is it? I can't, oh yeah, you're right, there's the battery. Oh, see, that's quite...
That is a charger.
That's quite, normally you get a bit of grip there, that's quite slidey.
Yeah, two cup holders, this slides back. Oh yeah, netting.
Let me give them my hot tip. Now, this has come in pretty handy for most people that I've shown. So now these are backlit, all right? So the temperature controls are backlit because they weren't before. But watch me place my two fingers, one on the yellow, one on the red. If I do it together like this, watch, my heated seat comes on. And if I tap together, so that is a quick way where you're driving, maybe you don't want to look at that, get your two fingers on the right side, and then you can turn on your heated seat on and off. Oh, do you know what? They haven't changed this either. So look, I've got two buttons here, right, for the windows. But if I want to use the rear windows, I have to press that. Now it's the rear windows, and now it will activate the...
That's weird.
Yeah, and then if I want the front two, I have to turn that off. It's really weird. Gives you no feedback.
I don't like that.
Doesn't give any feedback.
Also, can we start a poll? Who thinks that they should get rid of the pause and play things by your feet?
I think they're quite playful, like gamers like...
Yeah, right. I think they should get rid of them. You think they should keep them? So let's start a poll. Let us know in the comments down below.
Let's talk about charging them with the ID3. Max charge 170 kilowatts. That's going to take you from 10 to 80% in 30 minutes. However, we'll probably charge it at home on a 7 kilowatt wall box, won't we? And that's going to take you 8 hours. You'll have to let me know if that's quick enough. Inside of the facelift of the ID3 then, and immediately it's the same before, really. It's the same platform. This one's got 346 miles of range. It is the Pro S. I went on the website and there's 7 different trim levels at the time of filming in November 2024 at the moment. So many. Pro S Essential, Pure Essentials. They got a number of different size batteries now. I think the biggest one is on the GTX that gets 79 kilowatt hours, and I think you can get something like 349 miles of range. But this one's got 343. Overall, suspension is nice and smooth. You've got a number of settings. So on the drive twiddler, you can twiddle it into D and B. If you've got it in B and you lift off, a little bit more harvesting going on, regenerating back into the battery. We've got a number of drive modes here that I'm just having a little look through. Eco, comfort and sport. Obviously it stiffens up the suspension because this one's got the DCC, and I can show you if I go into individual. Look, 15 different elements that you can change with your suspension. I love that. Customize what you want.
So I think it's time we have a look around the outside of this car. There's some new bits to it. I do think it's been improved. Ollie, what do you think of the front?
I like it. Do you know what? With the first generation, there's this really weird bit of black plastic that would be on the bonnet. So they've got a real restyled bonnet. It looks much better, makes it look a little bit more longer. These are illuminated, they look great. Check it out. Vertical air ducts.
Wow.
This is new, makes the car less draggy as well.
I don't know, these wheels just look like, they look quite big, don't they? It looks quite futuristic.
They're not plastic. Sometimes you get a bit of massive plastic inserts, but no, they are not.
It's nice. I probably wouldn't have it in this colour.
Well, you'd save yourself over £800 then, if you get the... Do you know what they've got rid of? That weird diamond motif stickers.
Oh yeah.
Made it a bit more classy and not having that weird kind of...
It looks better. If you haven't seen already our previous video on the ID3, we'll have to show you that, and then you can compare them both, can't you then?
New 2-part tail lights as well. So when you open the boot, you can see, obviously it separates. You get 385 litres of boot space with the ID3, 1,601 litres if you knock down the back seats. And what I do love is you've got an adjustable boot floor with actually a good chunk of space underneath. So, check it out, you can hide your cables in there. What do you think? Is that big enough for you? Does it have a front space? No. So with this model, we've got 8.2 seconds, 0 to 62. And you know what? I think that's going to be enough for the people that are going to be buying this car. We are going to put it into sport mode and just give it a little bit of a jab. So I'm pressing my mode button up here into sport and just feel when I put the foot down, see what the transition of power is like. It's there. It's not to throw your head back too much, but you know what? It is there. The driving dynamics still brilliant on this platform, just like the first gen. I love the setup. It's really playful. Steering's not too bad either. Easy, point, shoot, come on in. Not really that much stiffer, if I'm being honest, in sport. I think most of the time people are going to be using this in eco and comfort and trying to get that range. But you know what? Sport mode isn't too bad, and I love you've got the DCC on this, so you can customize what you want. But here we go, just a little bit of a foot flat, and that's what you get. I've got Adam with me in the back of this new facelifted ID3. I want to talk to him about comfort levels back there. Adam, go.
Right, so let's review the back of the ID3. First of all, let's do headspace. Let me see, there's a bit sunny there. Not loads of headspace, to be honest. I'm not that tall, and you know, I'm sort of struggling a little bit. You sort of, the angle that you're sat at, I feel like I'm sort of looking down on the driver, so I don't know what that's about. It's not very usual. But let's move on to leg room. My leg room, I'd say there's ample. I think you've got enough room there. You've also got no hump there in the floor, which is quite nice, so you can move your legs across. You've also got two USB-C sockets in the back, which is also nice to see. Visibility wise, it is quite good. You can see all around the car. This lovely pano sunroof is nice to look out as well, so visibility is very good. You've definitely got enough room for probably 2 kids in here. The seats feel really nice. Down here you've got two cup holders, forgot what they were called then, and a ski hatch here, which is also nice to see. So yeah, not bad in the back. Right, so that's been our episode on the new ID3, and I think it's a good option. It's definitely a good upgrade from what it was before. I feel like VW have listened. What do you think, Ollie? I think it's a good option for those that don't want a bit of a sportier look like the Cupra Born. I love the Cupra Born because you get all those elements kind of already with the car. But if you're looking at the lower spec of the ID3, you like this one because it's a bit classy and less shouty, then around £30,800 online at the moment at the time of filming could be a good option for you. They have done a few cool little tweaks. It looks better. There's better materials inside. But guys, let us know what you think about the ID3 in the comments below. As always, throw us a like if you like the episode. Get a sub to Car Chat TV, and we will see you on the next one.
If you've made it this far, thank you ever so much for watching. I've just popped up 2 more videos on your screen that you also may like. If you do watch one, let me know what you think.